Welcome to another video here on Stutteringfreediary. My name is Manolis, and on this channel you're gonna be finding out from now on how I was able to overcome stuttering, and if I could do it, so can you. In the last video we talked about the victory and the defeat mindset, and I talked about the story with a lady who was feeding the cats, and this was a perfect example that showed that everything can be used as a victory, as an opportunity to learn. And more importantly, it's about the labels that we more often than not we stick on ourselves. Labeling should be used as a stepping stone in order to move forward. More on that in the previous video, so if you want to you can go and check it out. In this video we're gonna talk about the quote that I once heard at the university in Germany about 10 years ago. Back then I still stuttered severely, so I wasn't able to find the way to overcome it yet. But this quote helped me a lot in approaching things from a different angle. So as I was studying in Germany, the professor told us you cannot not communicate. So in German it goes like this: Du kannst nicht kommunizieren, which means that whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you express, there is no way, even if you don't say anything, there is no way not to communicate, if you will. So this put me out of a lot of stress, as if a lot of weight was lifted off my shoulders. Why is that really? It's because I always thought that because of stuttering, I wasn't able to communicate. I wasn't able to express or to convey the messages that I wanted to. So I always thought it to be as a big disadvantage, or as something that is holding me back in terms of communication. But if we go back to the quote, you cannot not communicate, this means, and based on the study that I read the other day, above 80% of human expression is non-verbal, which means that even if you don't say anything, body movement or body expressions alone, for example hand gestures or facial expressions, can all be used in order to convey your message. So that alone is a big argument in favor of the fact that you are a very good communicator. You have to see that in this way, otherwise it's going to be something that is going to hold you back. So the fact alone that 80% or more is non-verbal, this means that in order to enhance your message or to say what you want, you can use hand gestures, you can move. I remember when I was in Toastmasters 5 years ago, my mentor back then used to teach me or used to tell me again and again and again about a certain technique that helps a lot, which is just move. Whenever you have a problem and you know that you're gonna stutter, just move. Energy flows so constantly, so why should we stand in a certain position all the time? Just move, and energy will transform itself and it will show you the way. So, and the interesting thing about it is that every time I moved, whenever I thought I'm going to stutter, whenever I moved on the stage, I saw with my own eyes that this actually has a big result and a big impact, because it helped me get unstuck and actually say what I wanted. So in order to recap, the message of this video is that whatever you do, you're always communicating in a certain way. Maybe it's not verbally, maybe it's not with orally, but you're communicating one way or the other, whatever you want to say. So if you think that, I stutter, or I cannot pronounce words properly, or whatever it is, just say to yourself that you are a very good communicator, and this alone will help you in saying what you want to say. So in the next video, we're gonna talk about the fact that communication and building the basis for a good communication skills, if you will, is all about a marathon. It's not a race. And for this specific video, I'm gonna use my story. I started doing these videos about 2.5 months ago, and I'm already seeing a big progress. So that's what I want to convey. It's not about a race, it's about a marathon. Improvements are gonna come gradually, and you have to adapt to the rhythm. You have to adapt to how things come. Remember, it's all about energy flowing. It's not that you have to hold yourself onto it. It's just moving, like flowing as water does. So thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.